All right, so real talk. We're going to begin to, I'm going to say some things and I'm going to unbox it out of his religious context just to make it so that you just understand it as plain. Um, when it comes to forgiveness, forgiveness is not so much about the other person as it's just you. So Christ makes a comment when somebody say, hey, how many times do I actually have to forgive these people? And, he makes a comment that's basically, 7 times 7, but it's not necessarily, we'll get into, I won't get into the math of it and what he's actually, what that actual meaning is. Just the basic concept. If you understand that, science has already proved when it comes to psychology how to be a better person and things that impact you long term. So somebody shouldn't have to tell you to not do things out of spite, but they do. And that's just real. And sometimes you have to question your motive, because if you don't understand, it is not what you do, it is why you're doing it. That's the problem. You feel justified because somebody hurt you. It doesn't work that way. So that's why he's discussing, hey, they may be wrong, but the moment that you react out of that place, now you have a heart issue. Now, when it comes to David, we know that, the issue of David being able to be elevated was one simple thing, his heart. The ancient people believed that the heart needed to be as light as a feather. It is not what you do. Over and over and over again. Somebody can do something to you, but they didn't do it out of malice. And then you come back and react out of malice. Now you're wrong. Now your heart is heavy and you may feel justified. So somebody was doing something to me, and I won't say what they were doing. And I had to ask myself one important question. If I press charges, am I pressing charges because I am defending myself? Or am I pressing charges because I feel like, hey, you did this to me, and so because I can, I will do this. And so it's a thin line, because the reality of it is, once I questioned myself and I realized that both was present, that it wasn't just that I needed to protect myself only. It was also that I had, this person had done things to me for years. So that out of this place of pain, you say, hey, you've done all this stuff to me. And so now, in return, I'm going to press charges. Now, when I originally filed the complaint, I was in a place of danger. But I'm no longer in that immediate place of danger. So now I had to question, okay, will doing this keep me safe in the future, or is there a better way to go about it? So I say that to say that whether you're the person that's doing something, it does not matter what you did. It matters why you did it. Christ goes through the trouble of explaining to you, hey, it is not what you did. It's not what you did. It's not what they did. Take the time to figure out, one, why they did it. Not only take the time to figure out why they did it, but if you retaliate, you need to know why you did it too. And so it's Matthews 18, 21, 22. And so it says, then Peter came to Jesus and asked, Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother and or sister who sins against me? He says, up to 7 times. Jesus answered, I tell you, not 7 times, but 77 times. In other words, over and over and over again, you will be offended. Offenses will come. That's a part of life. How you handle those offenses is not about the person, it's about you. Are you doing this to try to teach them a lesson or to try to prove a point? Because if you are, you can pray till you are blue in the face. You have a heart issue. It's like gravity. Gravity will automatically take you down. You don't need anything. You don't need to do anything to automatically go down. Just stay where you're at and gravity will bring you down. However, if you want to rise above the issue, you're going to have to find a higher law. That's all Jesus is providing, a higher law. It doesn't take rocket science to be able to come to this place. But I promise you, it's hard for even me because you're in a place of pain. And so Christ is dealing with that. So be it from that place or the Old Testament, the message is the same. Whether it's the ancient days, consistently, hey, it's about the heart. You want to be close to God? You want to love God? You want to be a steward of God? Focus on this right here. Focus on why you did it. Focus on why you're doing it. That's how you please God. That's how you take excuse me. That's how you take down all the David was able to kill all the animals. He was able to take them down even with a slingshot. Less work, because he's telling him, hey, that guy has not been circumcised. He's talking about the circumcision that requires your heart. Because that guy has not been circumcised and he's attacking based on a heart issue, this is the reason why David was able to defeat him. Even though initially it seemed like the battle they was winning, but David says, I know something that's going to help you in the end game. I know something that's going to help you win on the long term. You will sooner or later, you will be able to take down the giants in your life for one simple reason. That giant is not circumcised. He has not circumcised his heart. Once you do that, now you will find the higher law, and that higher law will put you at a better place. Beloved, I hope this information helped you like it helped me. Be blessed.